The morning sun shone brightly through the windows of Atlanta International Airport. The terminals were packed. Announcements echoed overhead, and hurried footsteps filled the space. Among the busy travelers was Danielle Thompson, a 29-year-old black woman dressed in a navy blue suit. Her eyes sparkled with hope. Today was important. She had an interview in New York City for a senior position at a nonprofit organization she dreamed of working with for years. Danielle had worked hard for this: late nights, 2 part-time jobs, and volunteering for community programs just to build her resume. Now, with one opportunity within her reach, she clutched her boarding pass tightly and made her way toward gate B14. As she passed by the crowded food court, she noticed something unusual. An old man, frail and clearly disoriented, was struggling with a large suitcase. People walked around him as if he were invisible. Some gave annoyed glances. Others simply ignored him. Danielle hesitated. Her flight was boarding in 20 minutes, but her heart wouldn't let her walk away. She approached him. "Excuse me, sir. Do you need some help?" The man looked up slowly. His hands trembled, and he leaned heavily on a cane. "Yes, please. I'm trying to get to gate A5, but I think I've lost my way." Without another word, Danielle took his suitcase and gently offered him her arm. "Let's find someone to help," she said softly. They moved slowly through the airport, the journey taking longer than expected. The old man had to stop to catch his breath every few minutes. Danielle checked her watch. Boarding was halfway through. A voice in her head urged her to leave him and run to her gate. But another voice, louder and more certain, told her this was more important. Eventually, they reached gate A5. The old man's face lit up with gratitude. "You are a kind soul," he said, holding her hand. "Most people wouldn't have bothered." She turned and sprinted back toward her own gate, but it was too late. The doors had closed. Her plane had taken off. Disappointment hit her like a wave. She sat on a bench staring at the floor. All her preparation, all her dreams, gone with a flight. She was too drained to cry. Instead, she took a deep breath and told herself she had done the right thing. About 30 minutes later, a woman in an airline uniform approached her. "Miss Thompson?" she asked. "You're requested in the VIP lounge." Danielle was confused. "There must be some mistake. I missed my flight." The woman smiled. "Please come with me." Inside the lounge, Danielle found herself face to face with the same old man, but now he wore a sharp blazer and stood tall, supported by a younger man at his side. "Miss Danielle," he greeted. "I didn't introduce myself earlier. My name is James Wallace, and I'm the founder and owner of Wallace Airlines." Danielle blinked, stunned. "I travel anonymously a few times a year to see how people treat the elderly, how they treat strangers when no one's watching. Today, you reminded me that kindness still exists." He reached into a folder and handed her a first-class ticket on the next flight to New York, already arranged. But that wasn't all. "Also," he added, "I've contacted the organization you were interviewing with. You won't need to interview anymore. I've already funded one of their biggest programs this year in your name. The job is yours if you still want it." Tears welled in Danielle's eyes. "Why would you do this for me?" "Because the world needs more people like you," Mr. Wallace said, "and because true kindness should never be unrewarded." Sometimes the most important choices come at a cost. But when you choose compassion over convenience, life has a way of repaying you in ways you could never imagine.